From the East Coast to the West Coast, we are everywhere true crime is. We are asking for the public's help. We are searching in the woods. We are doing what it takes here on the Bullhorn Betty channels to find answers to the most alarming cases we have been watching on the news. I can tell you personally that I have traveled this entire country seeking these answers and bringing that content right here to you here on the Bullhorn Betty channels and Bullhorn Betty Crime Stories. We are happy with the work that we've done. We brought many answers to the public, and we have defied mainstream media in our pursuit of the truth in these cases. We will continue to work, we will continue to fight for these victims, and we will continue to tell their stories here on my channels. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty brand of channels and the Coffee Club. Thank you for your love, thank you for your support, and more importantly, thank you for allowing me to bring these victims' stories to each and every one of you, advocating for each of these victims. God bless you. God bless America, and more importantly, God bless our victims. Hey guys, Bullhorn Betty here. As you guys know, we were talking about the case, and I was going into some detail about how people don't realize what's going on behind the scenes with At Night and Dog the Bounty Hunter's team, and how seriously they are taking this and the resources that they're bringing to Sebastian Rogers' case. Well, as you guys heard, and maybe you didn't, this news article, check this out.
Our new leads for a missing Sumner County teenager leads investigators, along with Dog the Bounty Hunter, to increase the reward money and expand their search internationally. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 5. I'm Bob Mueller.
And I'm Haley Wilkes. Sebastian Rogers disappeared from his home in Hendersonville last February and has not been seen since. Investigators tell News 2's Caitlin Quisenberry they're leaving no stones unturned.
It's been 10 months since Sebastian Rogers went missing from his family home in Hendersonville. In the first couple of months, several law enforcement agencies searched with no sight of the teen. Law enforcement then pulled back to focus on the investigative side. But Seth Rogers, Sebastian's biological father, never stopped searching. Last month, Dog the Bounty Hunter joined the search efforts.
This is not the first rodeo for me finding a missing child.
Dog's first act was to raise the reward money for information from $50,000 to $100,000. Most recently, the reward has increased to $175,000.
We want to motivate anyone with information to please step forward and potentially help break the case wide open.
Brandeis Davis, the lead high-risk task force investigator for At Night Intelligence Agency and Dog the Bounty Hunter, says new leads have created an international search effort.
We've pinpointed some credible leads in Oregon and New York near the Canadian border. There are several active investigation zones where we're working on the case closely with locals and initiated a rapid reach notification to all U.S. towns that border Canada.
According to At Night Intelligence Agency, 2 notices were issued requesting immediate awareness on ports of entry for the United States and Canada. The document requests vigilance from national law enforcement agencies and attention to motels, hotels, bus stations, and similar facilities.
It's about showing how seriously we take these new leads and our dedication to using every tool at our disposal to find answers.
In the meantime, the groups are looking to add more team members by February and March. If you have any information regarding Sebastian's whereabouts, you are asked to call the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, the TBI, your local FBI office, or Dog the Bounty Hunter's tip line. Those numbers are listed on our website at WKRN.com.
As you see, there's a lot of work that At Night Intelligence Agency, as well as Dog the Bounty Hunter's team, is putting into the Sebastian Rogers case. Much different than what we've seen from, say, other unscrupulous PIs that probably haven't been providing much intel or much information to law enforcement. But we have been working around the clock to keep this child top of mind, as well as making sure that everybody is aware that this child is missing across this country. One of the reasons why we talk about this case on a daily basis is to keep his name in the algorithm of Google and other search engines, as well as other social media platforms. And the only way we can do that is daily contact, daily recognition of this child. We are Sebastian's Army. We've been working around the clock to find out any information and think outside of the boxes of where to look for this child. This child is out there somewhere. We all know the details of the case, but for the new people that are just coming in, Sebastian Wayne Rogers, which you see behind me, is a 15-year-old autistic child that disappeared from inside his locked home. And although he has never run away from home before, the first thought to the people he lived with was that he ran away. Not that he was abducted, but that he ran away. I find that a little alarming since Sebastian Wayne Rogers has no history of eloping. This is something I've learned from professionals that help autistic children and autistic adults, that it's very difficult for a child that never has a history of eloping just to wake up one day and walk out the door. So this is causing a lot of professionals, as well as us here on social media, scratching our head, wondering what happened to this boy. We've heard some leads, we've heard some people out there on the streets and social media and providing leads directly to 833-TELL-DOG that there was some information necessary to collect in Oregon as well as New York. So they are working around the clock to get those details. And I want everybody to know that this child is being taken seriously. And the At Night Intelligence Agency, as well as Dog the Bounty Hunter, are working very hard for Sebastian Wayne Rogers and finding any information that will lead to his whereabouts. If you have any information, please reach out to the Memphis FBI or 833-TELL-DOG. God bless you. Let's bring this boy home.